It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports. And coming up, we'll see Stephon Diggs. He's coming off a game where he had the hot hands, over 160 yards receiving. It's the Bills and the Buccaneers on Thursday night.
From the home of the Bills since way back in 1973, there's a look at Highmark Stadium just outside of Buffalo, New York. But tonight we begin Week 8 with a good matchup for you here, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Buffalo Bills. Hello, everybody. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at the Bills entering play here. They come off a disappointment last time out that put an end to their modest 3-game win streak. On the other side of the field for the visiting Bucs, we're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should, and what you have now is a full routine established about what you want to get done and full focus on the season.
And we are underway in Buffalo. This fielded right at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now here come the Bills for their first possession, led out by their 27-year-old quarterback in year 6. It's Josh Allen.
Now, the meeting we had with him this week, that's one of the briefer ones we've ever had, isn't it?
Wasn't too happy after last week.
Not happy. Really determined to play a whole lot better, and he really can't play a whole lot worse. He's got to go out and show the team that the goods that he exhibited early are still there. Otherwise, he could lose the confidence that they have in him.
Hoping to get rid of that interception bug. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. They'll come up 2nd and 7. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Allen. And that one goes incomplete on the drive. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. So here are the Buccaneers ready to go on offense with a new man at the helm here for 2023 in his 6th season now in the NFL, Baker Mayfield.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
2nd down and another run with Edmonds. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is
third down, Mayfield. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A big third down pickup of 20 yards. They'll run on first down. Edmonds. Down the left sideline. And all the way down to the 5. 40 yards rushing for him on their opening drive of the contest. And it's now first and goal. Here's Mayfield. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout. Here's we've got an injured Buccaneer. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's second and goal. Now we'll run straight ahead with Edmonds. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Chase Edmonds, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
On second down, here's Allen. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long, because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Play action. Now it's Allen. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Bills at 3 and 4 on the year coming into play. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. And this unit, very tough to throw against, currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Harris running straight ahead. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big third down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
Throwing is Allen on third. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys? Coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night, guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Down the right sideline. Touchdown! Dawson Knox, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from drawing level.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Gold with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So that one a 13-play drive in total, and it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Batson not going to risk returning it, so they'll start at the 25. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Play fake. Mayfield. This is a diving effort by Evans. What a catch. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 36. Mayfield on play action. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
To throw, Mayfield. Quick throw, finding Mike Evans. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He's got his target. That's complete. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Chris Godwin, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. On the return, it's Nyheim Hines. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Damian Harris of the Bills headed back out. Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes, steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw it better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity for his team.
And that's a discussion we had a couple days ago in the team meetings, talking about this running game, opening up the passing game. We'll see if that continues to happen. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. Now the punter, Sam Martin, called on to kick it away here. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line. So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at the 34. He'll start things out by handing to Edmonds. Takes it to about the 37.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. 2nd down and another run with Edmonds. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Setting up the screen, Harris. He appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. It'll be Edmonds to begin the drive, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Mayfield looks to throw. Out route, and the ball is caught by Godwin. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Here's Jake Camarda now. Hines now on the return.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Here's Allen. Going deep for Diggs. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, you've certainly got to be on your toes defensively when you're facing Josh Allen. He can hit you from any angle. He's got arguably the strongest arm in the business, and he uncorks a deep one here. But that one falls incomplete.
That is caught. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. First down now, but the clock continues to move.
That's good for a Buffalo Bills.
Allen going to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Allen to throw once more. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hines. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
Now Allen going to change it up.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And this is potentially a nervy situation this close to their own goal line.
An anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down.
Jordan Boyer on the tackle. First down, Tampa Bay.
So we have reached halftime here with a visiting Bucket. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports.
And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback.
Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the 3rd quarter. First down, Mayfield. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss.
This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Mayfield to throw it. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Alexander Johnson. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Now flags will come in. One of the Bills got going a little early.
Ball start, offense.
Oh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now Allen. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
But when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
Alert!
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down. Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. From the right hash, this from 53. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Batson not going to risk returning it, so they'll start at the 25.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys you never going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Mayfield. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Stephon Diggs. Touchdown, Bills.
Stephon Diggs. A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bills have taken the lead here this 3rd quarter.
Now Gould for the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only 1 play to score it. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Batson not going to risk returning it, so they'll start at the 25.
Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved. Finally, that's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here comes the Buccaneers Steelers punter now as he's on to kick it away. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
So here are the Bills to take over. They were losers to New England a week ago. Now they find themselves in the lead here as they start 1st and 10. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30.
A big play here for Buffalo. 45 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Allen. Looking for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it with an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
Allen going to audible to a different look. Harris will take this over the line. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Batson not going to risk returning it, so they'll start at the 25.
So out come the Bucs now. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing, Mayfield.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked up by Micah Hyde. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Hey, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away, turns into a nice play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He'll let this go deep for Sherfield.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, You're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy in play when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incomplete.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. And Oliver, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line.
And this returnable for Hines.
It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
The Bills ready to take over.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
That's good for a Buffalo Bills.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. Back now in Buffalo. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the 4th quarter.
Allen going to change this at the line.
On 1st and 10, Allen. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
And the Buccaneers are right back in this football game.
Now with that interception, you feel like we've got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
Here's 2nd and 7.
To throw, Mayfield.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
That 4th quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Buccaneers first down.
Now a give to Edmonds. And he powers his way up past the 30. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now Mayfield.
And there's a short one taken in by Otten.
That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. On 1st and 10, Mayfield.
Finding Otten once more.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The intended target was Chris Godwin, and it's 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
They go play action. Mayfield.
He's got his target. That's complete.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Trey Palmer.
55 yards.
And the Bucs have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills.
I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Pushing his way inside the 40. And he's going to have a Bills first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
I know with the air of wide open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football. We just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. Touchdown! Dalton Kincaid, 60 yards. And the Bills use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead.
When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it, took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Gold to add the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Batson not going to risk returning it, so they'll start at the 25.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, you know, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
A first down throw for Mayfield.
That's taken in by Palmer.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Now a second down throw for Mayfield. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Mayfield on first down. He's going to air one out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
Well, time, I mean, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
Harris going to get it again on second down.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
73 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
On second down, this is Harris. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
3rd down and 1.
Here's Hines.
And he will have a Bills 1st down, and that should be that.
The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
They hand this off to Harris. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Try to take this home. They'll run.
And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. It's a pickup of 5, and that should just about wrap this one up.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.